Let me start my reflection by giving you this situation in a form of question. When there is a needy before you, when a hungry person is in front of you, and there's so many of them, hungry, what are the best thing to do? And the gospel for today, to answer that question, is presenting us two possibilities, two ways. It's either, number one, we follow the way of the disciple, or we're going to follow the way of Jesus. What's the disciples' way? When there is needy or hungry people in front of you, the way of the disciples, send them home. Let them feed themselves. Or imitate the example of Jesus, you give them something to eat. Provide food for them. Let them share what you have. Never send them with an empty stomach. Today, my dear parishioners, my dear friends, allow me to share 3 points with you this morning. These 3 points comprises of 3 G. G. Number 1, there's always an issue of hunger. There are hungry people around us, not because we don't have the resources, not because the inflation is too high, but there is hungry because we are trapped by the sin of greediness. And that is the first G. There is starvation because people lost the sense of compassion. And sometimes we are guilty. We are like the disciples because we too are greedy sometimes. We have our piece of bread, but we are telling the needy, go home. Don't disturb me. What is mine is just enough for me. My dear friends, follow the way of Jesus. Give them something to eat. And the gospel is inviting us that when we face with a problem of emptiness, God is giving us the chance to contribute. God is giving us the opportunity to share. Because sharing is giving. There is hunger nowadays. There is poverty nowadays because greed is stronger than compassion. That's why, second point, to eliminate greed, to eliminate the problem of poverty, we are encouraged and challenged to give. Give them something to eat. That's why Jesus asked the disciples, how many loaves do you have? Because Jesus would like to teach them, don't send them home empty, but you give them something to eat. Give. And I remember during the haying in the 30s, I told the crowd there, you need to give. Give not to get, but give to inspire others to give. And what happened? When they try to give, when they try to share, they collected so many leftovers. After they distributed it to the crowd, they took up broken pieces left over 7 baskets full. My dear friends, my dear brothers and sisters, as I always told you, life is not all about accumulation, but it's all about contribution. Give not to get, but give in order to inspire others to give. And finally, I wanted you to know that all of us, we are all gifted to give. Like the candle, consume yourself up to give up light to the others, to others' darkness. Sharing is caring. Sharing attracts more blessings. Contributions magnet multiplication. And the final G, why do we need to give? Why? In order to fill our hungry planet with more gifts. To surround ourselves with more gifts. And we are born to be an amazing gift to the people around us. Today, let yourself be a gift wrapped with compassion and kindness. Let yourself be a gift so that greed will be gone. Let yourself be a gift so that more people will inspire to give. We need compassion. Let me end my reflection by quoting the last verse of the gospel. After they distributed what they have, after they distributed their contribution to the crowd, the gospel says, and I quote, and they took up broken pieces left over 7 baskets of food. They gathered the leftover. There's so many hungry people nowadays because our mentality now, because so much abundance, we throw things. We are now on the throwing mentality. We fail to recycle. My dear parishioners, do not throw your leftovers. Never waste your food. Because what you waste, save others. Are you not aware, according to survey, that every 5 seconds, one child dies as a result of hunger? Every 5 seconds. Imagine that. One child dies because of hunger. We waste life when we waste food. Gather your leftovers. And like Jesus, let us be a bread broken to be a blessing. Like Jesus, let us be compassionate. When there is a crisis because of greediness, learn to contribute. Because when we contribute, countless blessings will overflow.